So I think what we have to start doing is evaluating the value that our life has, the productivity. So what am I producing out of my life, as opposed to am I just running from here to there and and I'm doing a lot of stuff, but it's not showing or not producing anything. Do you produce anything of value? And again, some of you may look at it when you see, and this is, let me put it this way. The problem we have sometimes is that we don't evaluate our life or evaluate the things that we're doing. Some of the things you're doing, you probably should say, I don't need to do that no more. I can cut this out. I can eliminate this so that I can do more productive things. But the problem is we don't evaluate our life. And if you're not going to evaluate your life, if you're not going to really look at what you're doing or what you're not doing, how can you ever grow? So growth comes from looking. Sometimes you got to look back, look at what you're doing, and then check off the things you need to do better, things you need to eliminate, things you need to add, so that you can have a productive day versus just a busy day. A busy day will have you tired. When you get on that treadmill, when you get off, if you was running or if you was walking at a fast, you're tired. You ain't going nowhere, but you're tired. So it's not about just being tired at the end of the day. It's about looking back at the end of the day. Because one of the things I've learned is that when I've had productive days at work or anywhere, it's like when the productivity was high, I'm not as tired because I feel good about what happened. So it gives me a little burst of energy. It makes me feel better of the work that I put in because there was some value that came out of it.
Intentional motion.
Intentional motion. Same thing. Again, you dribbling this ball, if I shake you and get to the rim and get a layup, I had a purpose and I got some value out of what I just did. I feel good about that. If I just stood there and dribble, and the next thing you know, the shot clock ran out, it might look good. People might say, oh, he got some handles. But you got nothing from it. You didn't get a bucket, but you got nice handles. So you want people to just say it for your life, or you want to say for your life, I got handles, or I finished, I got something, I produced a bucket, I produced some value out of it. You need value out of the things that we're doing. And again, some of that is, looking back. Cut out some of the nonsense that you're doing. Cut out some of the stuff that is just got you running on a treadmill. Cut out some of that and see what you can add in its place that will be productive for you. Again, you like a lot of people think that busy hands. It's like I'm staying busy. I don't want to be idle because when I'm idle, my mind run and I do all these. I'm not saying that you don't continue to do something. I'm just saying you have to do something of value. Do something that means something, not just doing stuff to be doing stuff. Because what happens is eventually that busy stuff, you don't even think about it no more. So in reality, your mind is still idle because you don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about driving. Sometimes, you ever drove your car home and you get home and you're like, I don't even remember getting here. You left work. I would leave work and pull up in the driveway and be like, I don't even remember nothing that happened on the highway because it was so routine. It was just happened. Mm-hmm. So what I started doing was I started going home different ways because I was like, this is dangerous. I don't like not knowing or not paying attention that much. But we do the same thing in life. We do things out of repetition. We do things out of habit, and we don't even understand that we're not thinking about it anymore. So now our mind, even though we're doing that thing, the mind is still wandering off into the never land, into thoughts that you shouldn't have, because you don't have to think about this no more. So you got to learn how to do things that force you to think. First of all, force you to pay attention to what you're doing. If I'm paying attention to what I'm doing, I'm less likely to be thinking about all these other crazy things that could pop up in our head. But the problem is, again, we get comfortable. And life shouldn't be comfortable all the time. Sometimes you have to challenge yourself